Openly beta.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to Google it and see if this is a thing. Because there's all sorts of weird things on the internet.
Hello everyone!
Jake.
Hello everyone! And welcome to Sandbox, the openly beta podcast where we talk!
Jamie, we're supposed to be like all professional and
Sorry.
chill out.
So today we've moved back into the
Back
usual
into
area.
the bar. The bar has had an upgrade, makeover, and so have we.
So
It's a whole new openly beta.
for fans of us back in the early days of openly beta, 8 months ago, it's quite a long time.
Yeah. 2/3
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Look at the growth we've seen already.
So we started off opening beta with a series of videos of us playing Outlast, and it was themed an evening with opening beta,
Yeah.
and we wore suits, and we're bringing it back for our podcast because
Podcast form.
podcasts are very serious, and we would like you to feel at ease that professionals are giving you your mindless ramble.
Your ear pleasure. I do think we should also bring back an evening of openly beta in the form of games that you can watch people play late at night in a relaxing environment,
I'd like to do that as well.
dressed in suits.
So today we're drinking
Outlast.
Clockwork Tangerine, the play on Clockwork Orange.
It's by Brewdog.
Fantastic looking film. And I'm going to read it for you. Clockwork Tangerine, a fully automated, sessionable IPA infused with tangerine.
Also, if you get
A
angry.
perfectly timed delivery of juicy citrus and mellow tropical fruits, followed by subtle hints of caramel and toast, all wrapped in a medium-bodied ale, a director's cut for the 21st century. Clockwork Tangerine, IPA precision for the people. That's alright.
It's alright, innit? Sorry about that.
I drink it.
I'd say that's a pretty middle ground ale for me.
It's pretty middle ground, if not low. But
You can taste the tangerine. It's a bit different.
it's kind of not different though.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had it before, as in I have not had this before. But it feels
Oh,
like
but
I've
you
had it
feel like
before.
you've had it before. Yeah, I get that. I kind of would like them to hone in more on the tangerine aspect.
It's like it's there. I both want them to hone in more on it, and also maybe just not ever use it again in a bit.
Oh, that's quite different.
Have you had Blue Moon?
Yes.
It's too orangey for me.
I feel like when I saw the movie A Quiet Place, I wanted the whole film to have no non-diegetic sound, or a sound that wasn't coming from the perspective of the characters in the film.
Yes.
But there were moments where there were outside music, and I didn't want that. I wanted the full Quiet Place experience.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's how I feel drinking this.
And I think if a beer can conjure up that sort of comparison, I think it's worth drinking. So, we're going to kick things off with a juicy old toasty one. So,
A toast.
I do want to be. We're going to be talking about E3 today, but to kick things off, today the Pokemon Company released a Nintendo Direct. Oh, sorry, a
Pokemon Direct. Specific.
And it showed a load of new Sword and Shield stuff, and I thought it'd be fun to give our reactions.
To watch it live.
But before we do that, it's just dawned on me, we need to first do our next instalment of
The Hall of Fame.
Place That Game!
We're going to have a different name every week.
Every week.
I like that. It'll eventually be known as Sandbox game.
I think Place That Game is better than Hall of Fame.
No, but they rhyme. I haven't thought
Place
about
that game.
the game again.
The Hall of Fame. Oh, come on, you had a whole week of warning now.
Yeah, I did. You go first. So far we've had Persona 4 and Little Big Planet 2.
So my game's
You have to do sequels, that's a rule.
My game's a bit unfair.
What do you mean? Was it like Pokemon?
No, it's Breath of the Wild.
For God's sake.
So
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be much argument. Well, actually, as a lie,
Well, the argument would be if it's better than Persona 4, but I haven't played Persona 4.
it's going to cause a lot of
So
arguments.
it's just you arguing with
later
yourself.
on. But I mean, I'm putting Breath of the Wild right on top.
Or you think it's the best game of all time above everything ever?
It is currently, according to Openly Beta, the best game of all time.
What is it now? I don't recall agreeing. You know what, Jamie? I'm going to put Persona 4 above it.
No. Alright, so the rules are Jamie says what Jamie says.
This is final.
No,
I'm gonna keep the audio files and edit this.
I think we can agree that Breath of the Wild is above Little Big Planet 2.
I'd agree with that.
And I can tell you...
I can't agree on the
Persona
second
4.
one. We should make it has to be games we both played.
Yeah, right, well Persona 4 should be the thorn in our sides for like the rest of our lives.
Yeah, okay.
See that.
I want to do one that's like really awkward to place. And what's coming to mind?
Breath of the Wild is going to be really awkward once we get to like Last of Us and stuff.
But you know yeah, because I'm gonna fight you for it.
Exactly.
Do you know what's coming to mind for me, Jamie?
What's that?
Pong.
I don't know why I play Pong.
How do you compare Pong to other games?
I put it at the right bottom.
But Jamie, contextually,
I would
that's not a
compare
video
it
game.
non-contextually.
You'd compare it to other games as they are now.
Well, no. But also...
Because then, like, compare the original Mario game.
Although... No, okay. I'll allow these games to have context to help back them up.
Yeah.
Because that is fair, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think Pong
Should be above Breath of the Wild.
is just...
I disagree.
Pong is, if anything, just like a programmer's technical achievement rather than a work of art, which Breath of the Wild is, for sure.
I'd say Pong's a work of art.
It's not a work of art.
Think about what it represents. It's the beginning of gaming.
I will not sit
It
here
ushers in a new age.
and allow Pong to be above all countless incredibly
I think
talented
Pong
developers games.
deserves to be top. Remember that Simpsons episode when Kang Kodos introduced Pong to the
Can we
Simpsons?
not have Pong in
They're like,
this list?
this is our finest technological achievement, and it's Pong.
Can we...
I wasn't actually gonna say Pong.
Okay,
I just
because that
wanted
really
to.
irritates me
I just
so
wanted
much.
to introduce the fact that this entire system is broken when you have games like Pong compared to games like Breath of the Wild.
Okay, I think we have to discuss if a game should be on the list at all. And I think Pong...
Basically, we should arrange what we're gonna do beforehand.
No, because we have to have the conversation. We can't just have...
No, yeah, we need to say like Pong, and then you're like, yeah.
So
And
tell
we
me which
discuss
game.
it. Well, I gave myself a lot of time to stall there while I could think of a game. I'm going to tell you now that I haven't thought of another game.
There's so many games.
There's a lot of games. Games I'm playing right now. And all I can think is Little Big Planet 1, but I'm not going to say that.
What a list. Right, aim high.
Okay, what's a game I've played recently?
I think we start off this list with our top 10
Yeah.
or top 20 games. And then as time goes on, we can start getting into more obscure stuff. I don't think you should just like say,
Pong.
I don't know,
Mario is missing.
COD Ghosts, because that's not going to be up there, is it?
That'd be easy then, it's bottom. Right, Jamie. I'm going to go nostalgic again, like I did last week.
Okay.
But I'm going to go more nostalgic. I'm going to say Spyro the
I knew
Dragon.
it was Spyro. Okay. Where are we going to put it?
I think I'm going to put it above Little Big Planet 2,
Ooh.
but below Breath of the Wild.
Above Persona 4.
I don't know where it's going to go in relation to Persona 4 because again I haven't played Persona 4. And I'm also doing this contextually.
This is another difficulty. Yes, am I? There's another difficulty with the system. That they are apples to oranges. That is a completely different genre.
Yeah, it's hard to compare. I'm thinking of it in terms of for what it set out to do and compared to other games of that genre at the time, It was absolutely amazing. The graphics were amazing. It was bugless.
I actually am not going to put up any argument. I'm going to let you have that.
Fair.
Has to be below Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Because
Everything I would praise Spyro the Dragon for, you could praise Breath of the Wild for.
Yeah. I think the reason why I'm so eager
Except
to
it probably has more bugs.
let you have that is because although Persona 4 is really, really good,
Yeah?
it's a refinement of a very traditional pre-established formula.
Yeah.
It's not breaking any boundaries that other Persona games did already break.
Yeah.
So
What, so you think Spyro would go above Persona 4?
I'll go Persona 4. I'll let you have that. Yeah,
I'm happy with
because
that.
with context inside, which I think we should do,
Yeah.
it was actually quite groundbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 3D platform like no other.
When Super Mario 64, I think it came out before Spyro, you know?
I think it
And
did.
if it did,
In terms of groundbreakingness,
that's...
that would be first. I think there wasn't much in it, and I think I'm going to Google it live on Openly Beta for the sake of us being well informed and keeping good opinions. But I think in terms of what it's out to do, 9th of September 1998, remember that. In terms of what it's out to do, 23rd of June 1996 is Mario 64, so a year and a half before. No, basically 2 years before.
It's different, but it's no doubt the same formula as Mario 64.
Yeah, Mario 64 definitely invented the 3D platformer. But, I mean, graphically, Spyro the Dragon introduced a lot of methods, technological methods, that
Yeah, sure.
drastically affected the way 3D games were made.
Mario 64 is an incredibly ugly game.
Yeah, and Spyro was the first game, the first 3D platformer to have like AI that actually reacted to you in a sophisticated way, as in they chased you.
I'm going to let you have Spyro where it is.
I will appreciate that.
So now I'm going to move the conversation on from
Put the game on the list.
to watching a Pokemon Direct.
I'm going to be
So
getting the
for
Pokemon
you
Direct
viewers
up.
at home, I'm going to put up a little window. In fact, will I?
Put it up.
The only reason why I'm arguing on is because will the video get like
Taken down like last time.
Well,
We got it back up before.
I'm gonna say yes, and if you can't see the video, it's because this has been uploaded.
The video, the top half of the video is going to go there. The bottom left corner is going to go there. I've already got it up.
Okay, so so this aired today at 2 o'clock, which I happened to be on lunch for, which is very convenient.
So you've already seen it, have you?
I've already seen it.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the
He's a
Pokemon
ventriloquist.
Today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword.
It's saying what I would say for you. It is not more stuff for you, bro.
To begin, please take a look at this video.
Please.
And then let me know your like.
I'm sorry, but I love the Nintendo Switch click. Game footage not final. I mean, those locations looked really cool.
Those locations definitely does not look as good as it should for Switch, but we'll let it happen.
Well, yeah. It looks pretty cool. They do look good. I don't know, I think it's pretty...
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty stylized. Oh man! Those are cool. It's the Japanese Nintendo over-the-top song. Alright, I like that we just saw new Pokemon. I hope we don't find out too much about them. We'll see many others. Over the top, like it.
This is big one.
That looks like Solitude. Pokemon walk around. wasn't expecting that.
No.
That's very new. I'm intrigued by this. There's a lot of bits where there's multiple trainers together.
Yes.
I'm intrigued by how that's going to play out.
So this is a raid battle. And that's other friends, and you can get together.
So it is multiplayer.
Well, this particular part is, and it will explain a little bit more in a minute.
Okay.
And it was basically like kind of hinted at everything you need to know, but they haven't told everything straight up.
Okay.
I think they're saving it for the tomorrow over. But they hint at a lot of things in this.
I mean,
This, I don't know how I feel.
Pokemon being huge.
When I say how I feel about it, I hate it.
Wait, what do you mean? Specifically,
The guy there.
and then the Charizard just pops up. Oh, we've got an ad.
This is an advert for an advert.
Mid-video. This isn't an ad.
I'm just gonna try.
Hello, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
We can skip it if you want.
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak. What did you think of the video?
You're gonna love this.
Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield to all of you around the
Well,
world.
it looks like they've made
Game Freak's offices
made
with
some
upgrades
upgrades to the
underway.
game, which is good because I wanted it to be somewhat different. I haven't done much
You can
different
take
in
on
a
the role
while.
of the main character, who resides in the Galar region. After choosing Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble as your first Pokemon,
I want to
It
pick.
actually looks better than I
to
thought
become
it
the
would.
champion.
Yeah.
It looks more different than I
Especially because they've been so successful with stuff like Pokemon Go recently, I was worried they were gonna,
Pokemon working
I don't know,
together
hammer that
and many
home.
other locations
Notice how the
filled with rich
camera is
personality.
always involved in these things.
Yeah.
Pokemon battles are the most
I
popular
don't have to hint
entertainment
Jamie.
in the Galar
I think it was just being too hopeful.
Stadiums across the Galar region are frequently filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and
That's
challengers.
a muscular.
Look at his face.
The excitement
Yeah.
Look at his face. Look at baby.
Baby face.
in the Galar region is
He's like me, he's really muscular with a baby face.
the most exciting
Not
part of
too
visiting
bad.
a tournament is,
You've got a baby face and a big body.
Pokemon that you've never seen
I've got a muscular face and a baby body.
To tell you more about some of the Pokemon that
This
reside
guy
in the Galar region,
is-
I'd like to
he's
hand it
been
over to
trapped in
James,
this
the art
prison
director on
for
these
the
games.
months, and they don't even
Hey,
let him
Jamie.
talk. Watch this.
Hello, I'm James Turner from Game Freak. I worked as the art director for these games.
He's reading this at
There are lots
gunpoint.
of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar region, but allow me to introduce you to just a few of them. The first Pokemon.
The lighting's really creepy as well. Wooloo. I mean, Wooloo's going to be my new favourite.
That's very pretty.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see that again.
No, that would be really. That would be a constant source of
Popular
like
special
awe.
figures.
Just always seeing him walk
This
around like
Pokemon
that.
here is Gossifleur, the flowering Pokemon.
The flowering Pokemon.
Gossifleur
That's going to evolve into something that people want to have sex with.
and
I'm calling it now.
is said to have healing properties.
Oh
This
no.
next Pokemon is called Dreadnought.
You know so much. Dreadnought is cool. They're always like a tortoise
The
Pokemon.
jagged
Yeah.
edges of its
The
jaws
description is
allow
really
it
weird.
to bite off chunks of rock and iron. Its vicious nature makes it a difficult Pokemon to tame for all but the most experienced trainers.
So, is it like
This
a lady
Pokemon
one?
that can
This
be
is
seen
awesome.
flying steadily through
Really
the
love
sky
this one.
is called Corviknight.
Corviknight, it looks like a knight.
Finds its skills to use when working as a
That is
flying
a
taxi,
badass Pokemon.
which will take the player back to any town he or she has
I mean, it's pretty cool, but not gonna lie, I think I like the others.
As many
I like a
of you
keep
already know,
Pokemon.
I love that.
some Pokemon can evolve,
And a
changing
tortoise
their
one.
appearance and becoming stronger in the process.
Oh.
Gossifleur is one of these Pokemon.
Oh no, what are we gonna see, Jamie? What's it gonna turn into? I called it! I called it! Oh, it wobbles!
There are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy hair.
I'm going to say it's all one more
Center
time.
promote
Yeah, it'll evolve into like,
can revitalize.
it'll have like a stalk on the bottom or something.
That's all I can show you this time.
He's so scared.
There are lots of
Knowing the way designers are treated in the game industry, I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't been let out of the office in 9 months.
Pokemon you're already familiar with.
Has to be like
I hope you're as excited as we
Yeah.
are to encounter the
Yeah.
amazing variety of Pokemon
that must
that
be
inhabit the Galar region.
I bet it's not though. I bet they draw loads of Pokemon they love and they're like, that's terrible. The ice cream.
Meeting lots of Pokemon is one of the thrills of the adventure. And where you will find the widest variety of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region
It's time to
is
dub in
called
well.
the Wild Area.
I don't know what this is.
This wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see.
So I guess that's the only place where you see him
Pokemon
walking
can
around.
appear depending on where you are and what the weather is like, meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day.
I like this
Some of you may
dependable.
already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better search for items and Pokemon.
Now,
Search far and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above,
this is
and even in the lakes.
City.
You never know what you might find.
Yeah.
we only ever see this
In
picture of
certain
that.
locations in the Galar region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it
whole
incredible
game.
strength. This
Yeah.
phenomenon is called Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing opens up new possibilities in the heated battles performed
So
by
you better
dragons
look
and their
at
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Is
For more details, I would like to turn it over to
It might be like a safari
planning
zone.
director for the game.
Yeah. It would be cool if that was everywhere between cities. So you said you didn't like this particularly, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hi,
I assume I'm going to find out why.
I'm
soon.
Yeah.
the planning director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokemon battles.
These are microtransactions.
No.
Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not only become massive in size, but also boost their power.
Once they actually physically become that huge.
All the moves
They're
they
really
know
sad.
turn into powerful Maximals.
It's just so much stupid crap.
Dynamaxing can be used
Why
once
are
per
you
battle.
taking a revolution?
However, Pokemon will revert to normal after
Yeah.
turns. So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it.
Ads.
That is not the cool thing. That's the Z moves all over again.
It's like the whole thing of let's just make it
Mastering
bigger.
Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember that wild area we told you about?
Ridiculous.
If you connect with other players, you'll find more ways to play
Is
them.
this one of the things I want?
One of these new multiplayer features is
Yeah.
Max-Raid Battles, in which four Pokemon trainers
Yeah.
can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon. In Max Raid Battles, the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle. Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these four players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle. So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon.
That's pretty cool. Dynamax, the most
Your allies
stupid
manage to emerge
Pokemon.
victorious.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like,
Capture the Pokemon
just make it big.
dynamic
Like some of them look dumb huge. They look much more badass than normal size.
The Pokemon that you take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these different Pokemon,
Yeah.
some can only be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles. So we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
Jimmy, you're gonna have if you do edit this into the video, you're gonna have to edit it after
Strategic
breaks.
cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games. It's going to be a ton of fun to use your Nintendo Switch system's local wireless functionality to tackle these battles with friends in person and experience the excitement together. You can also connect with other players over the internet to enjoy playing with other trainers from all around the globe. So I hope you'll try max raid battles with all sorts of other players.
When they showed entering raid, there was like 4 players being into the raid.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the one
Next, I would like to introduce some of the people you'll encounter on your adventure.
4 people walking out? Because that's pretty cool.
This guy
I
is
reckon
the
it's like a
greatest
lobby.
trainer in the Galar region.
When it's time to
Also
max
the
raid
current
out, the people
champion.
join.
His name is Leon.
I reckon it'll be like
In
that.
a region where Pokemon battles are so
I
widely
really like
his
how many
unbelievable
Pokemon they've
record
showed us and what they've showed us
all
so
the more
far.
incredible.
Yes.
His popularity is
I don't
enhanced
think
by
I'm
his
hoping they don't show us many
personality,
more.
winning him the
And I like
admiration
this,
of
they're just-
trainers across the region.
Some lore.
It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar.
That's great.
Yeah.
The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he didn't read that out that
Hop
serious in
dreams to one day become
Japanese.
champion, just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal.
Pop.
I think he's an arsehole.
His journey through the
Oh.
Galar region
Also-
begins on the same day as yours.
Look at their maps.
On your journey, you and Hop will
No
receive a great deal of
difficulties.
support from
And that's
past
a lot of
characters.
time and a lot of like, that is a real distinguished
Professor
thing.
Magnolia
Yeah.
is the professor of the Galar region and specializes in researching the Dynamax phenomenon.
They're getting some.
Is there voice
Her
acting?
granddaughter
I think there
also
is.
serves as her
They're
assistant.
getting some obscure trees right now.
That's like some
Sure
really deep
become an
mouth.
end throughout your
That's
adventure.
not just like a blah, 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 blah.
That does look like voice acting. You can be right. This guy.
Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region.
Oh, yeah, he has 6 Pokeballs as well.
You and your rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the
Yeah.
region in order to achieve your goal of becoming champion.
Oh, it looks really promising.
Constructed in very special
I
locations.
don't want to get my hopes too high. This is what they need, though. They need to make these big changes.
Dynamax Pokemon on their teams.
I was really worried that they were heading too much in the direction of relying on mobile games. This looks really promising.
Battles between 2 Dynamax Pokemon are explosive and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak.
Except for that guy.
I think
Yeah.
Monster. I think
This is the grass type
Look at his face!
Milo.
He doesn't have a nose. He's so
This gym leader
baby-faced.
is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue.
Tenacious. I want to be his friend.
So grass type gym leader.
Look forward to facing many more heated battles against gym leaders over the course of your
He appears to
adventure.
have an evolved Pokemon on his team.
We've shown off quite a bit today, but I have one more video I would like you to see.
One more video.
Please take a look.
Not actual game footage. You mean the game's gonna look better than this? It's a trailer for Detective Pikachu 2. Man, that's actually quite a cool reveal. Although I'm kind of sad that Sword isn't built into his design, he just holds it.
What's this? He's giving up.
That's really cool.
That's Dolby. The legendary is always considered, right?
Yeah.
2 Pokemon you saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region, called Zacian and Zamazenta.
I mean, they're pretty awesome names.
Yeah.
Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will
And
play
now it
in the
makes sense
story.
of balls in the logo. The legendaries.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
I hope
question
you
that.
enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct. Of course,
I mean, I kind of wish they didn't look so similar to each other.
what you will find in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon
Yes.
Shield.
But the whole wind thing, and there's something else there.
And interesting
That-
characters
It's
for you
pretty
to
cool.
That
discover.
leaves-
The fact that they're teaming up, and the fact that I've never different enough.
We're putting
Ah, okay, the main thing I'm mad about is he's holding the sword.
Pokemon Sword.
I don't like Pokemon that hold things.
A game that everyone
It's
in
like,
the world
it's like
How are you gonna use that?
yeah. It's like
Please look forward
Farfetch.
to it.
Yeah.
He's holding a leak. It's like
Okay.
a speed. Is there more?
They show right at the end.
Will be available on the
Yeah, pretty cool.
Fairly solid.
It's just like a species isn't
I know.
like, oh yeah, they're born with a sword in their mouth.
Well, there's actually quite a few Pokemon like that, so it's kind of like. Where do you draw the line? Like Machamp, Machoke, they have belts on.
Yeah.
Timber, Girder. Girder holds a bloody huge.
And that's
metal
what
thing.
defines him. Yeah, and I hate it every time. The only one that gets away with it for me is Cubone, with his mother's skull on his head.
But like,
Because Cubone's a little
legendaries
sweetheart.
are maybe more intelligent than like random ass.
Yeah, no, it's just more the fact that so everything in this species has this exact same sword.
There's only one of those.
Okay, I guess in the case of a legendary, yeah, but in like the case of a Farfetch'd, what do they farm leeks?
I mean, leeks grow, man. It's quite believable.
I don't believe it.
The Machamp belt is less believable.
None of them dropped their leech. Their leek. Their leek.
Also,
I like the whole imagery of Sword and Shield teaming up, because like, a sword and a shield working together is very effective.
I'm not another one.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
That's quite nice. It makes sense for them to team up.
But
I guess it would
is
make
what-
sense for Space and Time to team up.
You know what I'm really excited about, Jack?
Sword and Shield, they fight against both.
Well,
We've already done this.
yeah,
We've done the
let's
plans.
not do it again. You know what I'm really excited about?
Mm.
I want to see the evil team. But
Mm.
I'm also quite excited to see like the legendary trio and all that cool stuff. And there's gonna be a third legendary. Like, there always is. Every single game's always had a third legendary, like main one.
What do you think the evil team will be called?
Well,
I reckon it's Team Dagger.
it's definitely gonna be night themed.
Yeah.
Team Night.
Team Sword. Team Flail.
You know the Pokemon Ranger team were called Team Go Rock.
No.
No, yeah, they were. And Shadows of Almir, the team were called Team Dim Sun. Really crap names.
I do not remember either of those things. Team
yeah.
Bruise Nose.
I reckon it'll be like Team.
Armour.
Team Steel. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Team Chivalry.
Team Chivalry. Yeah, I mean, well, that's not really evil sounding.
What if it is Team Chivalry and they're all like incels?
They're all what?
Incels.
Incels.
Have you never heard the term incels?
What's that mean?
It's short for like involuntary celibates. It's like the whole Reddit fedora wearing
Oh.
lady.
Oh, that'd be quite funny. Team Chivalry. That's really funny.
That would be quite funny.
So yeah, that was that. I thought that was pretty hype actually.
Yeah, that was pretty hype.
That-
I agree with you. My least favorite thing was giant Pokemon.
Yeah,
It's
seems
like-
cheap.
It's like it does feel cheap. It's like in Stranger Things 2 when they were like,
Yeah.
rather than doing something cool like the Demogorgon again, we'll just add loads of smaller Demogorgons.
Yeah.
It's like more is not better.
But yeah, it actually made me more hyped for the game.
Yeah, it did.
It's actually kind of alleviated some of my concerns.
I am still cautious because there's things I'm excited about that I don't fully understand yet, like the Wild Zone.
So, the Wild Zone.
Yeah, like you
So-
said, could be a Safari Zone.
I can't help, because Pokemon games don't have very long development cycles, right? I can't help but feel, because
Slide me a Brewdog.
arguably, X and Y was kind of like a trial of, not a trial, but like kind of like a trial of a 3D Pokemon game. And
Yeah.
Sun and Moon was the 3D Pokemon game that they wanted to make.
Yeah.
And I feel like we may see that again on the Switch.
Mm.
And I reckon if the wild areas aren't really expansive, they're going to be in the next one. And that's going to be the main way of getting a Power Place.
Yeah.
Because that was good. That was, dare I say it, that was what I would picture an open world Pokemon game to look like.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
looked really good. So,
I mean, you could just do so much with Pokemon. If they had the budget, they could make like a ridiculously huge open world
They do.
filled with Pokemon.
They do.
Well, I guess they do.
That's
it's-
the thing, Jack.
It's a surprisingly small team.
They
It's
are
probably more the issue.
The richest dev team. Like,
Yeah.
there's no. They are the richest. They could
Yeah.
easily make a game like that.
It's the richest franchise in the world.
Yep.
I think it's more than Star Wars and
It's-
Marvel combined, if I'm correct.
Combined.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure it
know
is.
that, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's crazy huge. I think Winnie the Pooh is fourth.
Winnie the
I'm
Pooh?
pretty sure.
How's Winnie the Pooh that up
Fun
there?
fact. Should I Google that now? Talk while I Google.
Well, I want to move the conversation away from Pokemon, really.
Okay, do that then.
I want to start talking about E3.
Yes? Do you know the best thing about E3?
What's that?
It happens just before my birthday, so when I ask for games, a lot of games are on sale for E3.
That's really cool.
Carry on.
So, what are Microsoft going to do? What's that?
Winnie the Pooh is third, Hello Kitty is second. Mickey Mouse is fourth, Star Wars is fifth. I don't think it's bigger than Marvel and Star Wars combined.
That's quite incredible.
Wait, I think it is. Star Wars is 65, Marvel is 32, so that's 97 billion is Star Wars and Marvel combined. Pokemon is 90 billion, so it's almost them combined.
How? How do they make games which look so low budge?
Do you want to know what's sixth?
What?
And Pan-Man.
That is.
I don't know what that is. Let's jump down the rabbit hole. And Pan-Man! I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm sorry to tell you what you're going to do, but you're throwing up an image of Anne Pan-Man over this.
Yeah,
He's got a
it's got a little red head.
bean jam filled industry. Japan is just so huge that there's all this stuff I've never heard of that's one of the biggest franchises.
Japan's
Disney
more
Princess is 7th and Mario's 8th. I mean, in terms of industry, Shonen Jump is 9th. I don't know what these things.
That's quite incredible, actually.
I don't know what these things are. And then Harry Potter, Spider-Man, more things I haven't heard of, Batman, Dragon Ball, blah 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 blah. I could go on.
Wow, that's really impressive.
It's been an education here to opening beta.
So, okay.
E3.
What Xbox gonna do?
It's a very interesting question. They're going to announce the next console and try and compete with Sony, who are already trying to build some PS5 hype.
Yes. Sony not being at E3.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen to Call of Duty?
I think it's going to continue to be trash forever.
No, as in... I should have phrased that. in a
You mean
much
at
nicer way.
E3 specifically?
Yeah. So it's a Sony brand at the moment. Like it's Sony does all the advertising for Call of Duty right now. It's
Yeah.
always like PS4, I'll play Call of Duty, but they're not at E3. But it's Activision, and it's one of the biggest games of the year.
I think they're going to do it anyway. I think it'll be E3.
Xbox then.
I guess it'll have to be.
Activision don't have a panel, so a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe they will, because I mean the exposure at E3 is going to be bigger than any Sony thing.
That's why I don't understand why Sony pulled out.
Yeah.
it's
They're trying to. I don't know. They're trying to build up their own thing, but it's just not going to. It's not going to be as big as E3. I think that would take an extremely long time to build up that sort of hype.
It's not going to be, and the reason why is because they're trying to do Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how many good games Sony releases, they are never going to go on the hype that a Nintendo Direct gets.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo fans just more insane.
It's that, and also Sony does not have iconic characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. Like it
No.
It just doesn't. There aren't. I'm thinking of like all their IPs. And
Sackboy was a shot.
Yeah, Sackboy is not.
I would
iconic.
say Nathan Drake is probably their biggest. Maybe like Kratos.
Nathan Drake, and
Spider-Man.
He comes before so many Nintendo IPs. So many. Like, he's not.
You mean he comes after?
I mean, as in like before in a list of like. I guess you could use either word.
You mean he's less popular or
He's less
recognisable
popular.
or anything?
Yeah.
Also,
That's
Uncharted has ended. Like, they're not. I'm pretty sure they're not doing it anymore. Yeah.
So although Sony are obviously doing the best at the moment, rightfully so, because they've got tons of good games.
If Spyro,
they haven't got that magic potion
yeah.
that Nintendo somehow has.
If Spyro had been a PlayStation exclusive, the Ignite trilogy, he could have been.
Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, if they were still with Sony, that would be really
Crash
genuine
Bandicoot isn't.
flagship.
I always forget because Crash Bandicoot was originally Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog now only do PlayStation exclusives.
If Crash Bandicoot stayed with Sony, that would have been a huge deal, I think. You having these characters.
It's weird because
helps
really
the brand.
the only. I guess that's not true. I was going to say the only way you can have a really iconic character is in like a childish cartoony game, like a platformer, but I wouldn't say that's true because I would also consider Master Chief to be an iconic character.
Master Chief is iconic. Yes.
And I mean one of the most iconic characters, and like Lara Croft, Ezio. They're not on the level of Mario or Sonic,
they're good
but
examples. They're like the best examples. Yeah, that's a good.
and they're not
Kratos as well. I think it's pretty recognisable.
yeah, and they're not exclusive. I guess is the only issue you've got really. Yeah, but
I'd say that he's probably their biggest, most recognisable character at the moment, actually.
Kratos.
Kratos is so
I would say Kratos, but I'm not really sure. I need to get God of War.
probably Kratos.
I bought a PS4 really recently, so I couldn't wait any longer. Patient gamers, put it on Reddit.
PS4 Pro.
I did get a PS4 Pro because it was like £30 more expensive than the other one with Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Resident Evil?
You know the difference between the PlayStation 4 Pro and
Red
PlayStation
Dead
3?
Redemption. What, is in its minuscule or it's huge?
Massive.
Oh.
The PlayStation 4 Pro is 3 times more powerful.
Well, no, yeah, I saw that. I mean, I feel
That's
like
crazy for £30.
I feel like I'm not getting much out of it, but the main thing was that I could get Red Dead Redemption 2 for £30 more on the PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just. Yeah, the PS4 Pro is really good.
I am.
I'm not saying that when I buy it, but.
Loving it so far. You've got no reason to. You have a PS4 and
Yeah.
mere months to wait for the PS5. Depending on how you classify mere.
I definitely am not going to buy a PlayStation 5 at launch.
I'm definitely not. I only just bought a PS4.
Which is actually kind of sad. Because I really got hyped with the PS4.
PS4 was the first game. Was the first PlayStation I didn't buy at launch because obviously uni. I guess not included in the PlayStation.
Yeah, you weren't? You were in 6th form, mate.
Okay, yeah, I was saving for uni, and then at uni I didn't because I was at uni. I don't know when I got the original PlayStation. I was a wee lad.
Why have you been into GCSE? You went out 2013.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's end of GCSE / beginning of 6th.
That's what I mean, yeah, it came out a while ago.
I know. Yeah, no, yeah, it was 6 years ago.
Which makes those comments that people put on videos of, like, I don't know, referring to the PS4 as next gen, really annoying.
No, yeah,
So many people are like,
I would do that though.
what sort of next
I would
gen
be
game?
one of those
Like,
people.
This is
Current
this is
gen.
the end of the current gen.
Yeah. I'm extremely looking forward to going into exclusives though.
So Microsoft said they've got 14 Xbox original games being shown off.
That's good.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
They've bought loads of big development companies, including Ninja Theory.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
What do Ninja Theory make?
Right. So, forgive me if I'm wrong. I think they made Hellblade.
Okay.
Someone Sacrifice. That really artsy, not artsy, like really good looking independent-y game. They made that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they did make that for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
There's rumours of Fable 4.
Yeah.
By the way, all these games are going to come to PC probably.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's
that's the hype.
that's exactly the issue I have with like the idea of buying an Xbox. Is it's
There
gonna be
is
on,
no point.
it's gonna be on my PC, which I can play better.
There is no point in buying an Xbox.
That's the only reason I bought PS4 is for exclusives. Obviously, why else would I need one?
No.
There's no reason.
No.
Same reason I got a Switch. Reason. Although I guess Switch is different because it's a different experience.
I will buy any game that is. Let's do that indie game. But any game that's on par on the Switch or close to on par with any other platform, I'm going to get on the Switch.
Yeah. It's just that's another thing I would say the difference between like if Nintendo won at E3 compared to if Sony won at E3. Nintendo have always been different.
Yes.
You don't think of it as a standard video game console, even though it technically is,
Yeah.
because you have such a different experience with it. You don't play the same sort of games you play on an Xbox or a PlayStation or on a Nintendo. You don't. You just play different games, and it's more like just fun for the sake of fun. It's less an experience in a lot of ways.
It definitely is, yeah.
Obviously, that's not always the case. Breath of the Wild is certainly an experience, and I guess you would describe a lot of, Wii Sports is kind of an experience more than it's just fun. Like, it's exciting to play in a different way than you would on a console.
Yeah.
But a PlayStation game is a pretty standard. Not that it's not an amazing game, but it's a pretty standard game that you sit down and play. And
Yes.
it's just a normal gaming experience. Vibe. It's just the sort of vibe I would want at E3
Yeah.
compared to a Nintendo game. I don't really know how to describe it, but I think I did an absolutely impeccable job right there.
You want next gen. You see E3, you want to be like, right, I want to be blown away. I want to see a game that is pushing boundaries. That's what
I want to see. I want to be really hyped up for a sequel to a series I love for ages, and then I want it to be announced as a mobile game. I made a meme yesterday, and it made me want to refer to BlizzCon again.
Age of Empires 4 was announced years ago.
Yeah.
There's been no trailer.
Is it a mobile game?
And there's actually been no mention of it. It won't be because Microsoft Studios. Really, really want Age of Empires 4.
Yeah.
Really
When did
get
Age of
that.
Empires 3 come out?
Like 2001?
One?
I don't know.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah. That's been a long time. Yeah. Gaming's very exciting. The culture around gaming is really exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, I think I'm really back into it now, and it's really exciting. I've got money. I can afford a hobby. This is on a massive tangent
I
here.
was talking to a friend yesterday,
Yeah.
and he was saying how
What's her address?
Fallen Out came in a little bit,
Okay.
and it's actually his guest is Tony, who we had on this podcast for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And
He hasn't played games with me. That's the issue.
he's just like not feeling it in any game.
Yeah.
And I know that because on Steam, he's playing a different game all the time. Like,
He's trying to find a game.
he is always, and these are like expensive games. Like he's just like, alright, he's I can tell, like he's constantly jumping for a different game, like yearning for like, getting that feeling back.
Yeah.
Which I get. Like sometimes there are droughts where
definitely.
there's nothing doing it for me.
Or you're just looking for something really specific. It's like looking for a song to listen to,
Yeah,
and you're like, no, this isn't what I want. It was kind of weird for me. I kind of went from when I was younger, or like obviously when I was younger, I liked single player games because multiplayer wasn't a thing. Well, I've done like couch co-op, which I always loved. But like when multiplayer first kind of came out on the PS3 and everything, I wasn't really into it for a while. I was like, I just want to play Infamous on my own and have fun. But then I went for a phase of like, I can only play games multiplayer. I love the social aspect. I guess it's when I started to, be more social. And I only really like that. You feel kind of lonely playing a single player game. Like I just want to play and talk to someone.
So I've definitely recently been going through a phase of playing almost exclusively multiplayer games.
I'm the opposite, which is where I was going with that. I've kind of
set for the Switch.
fair.
That's my avenue because the multiplayer games are But also,
Yeah.
also you can play wherever you want to be.
Yeah.
Whereas on PC, it's like, alright. I don't know, it's like,
You have to arrange to play on a PC in a way.
kind of. I can't, the only game I can think of, I'm lying to myself, there's plenty of games I can think of. Divinity, Original Sin 2, being the primary
I
one.
haven't played that. Yeah.
Oh god, that's such a good game.
I'll play it.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, especially since getting the PS4 like 3 days ago, whenever it was. But I'm really looking forward to playing some of the single player exclusives. God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, etc. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2, which obviously has multiplayer, but I've heard is like not that great.
Yeah.
Compared to like Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's in open beta at the moment.
Yeah. It's kind of in the testing grounds, and then when they release it for PC, it'll be ready.
But that's pretty much definitely what's
Yeah. I played a little bit of the multiplayer. It was okay. There's so much to it though. When I was playing the multiplayer, I felt like I'm not ready for this. I need to play more of the single player and learn everything.
That's like GTA actually.
Yeah.
You get in there, and it's incredibly overwhelming.
There's just so much to it.
And then you realise that it's not.
The thing is, I'm getting the feeling I had when I first played Skyrim, and I remember when I first played Skyrim, I was like, I'm borderline annoyed at all this stuff I have to learn. This is a big dedication. But playing this now, I can look back to when I started playing Skyrim and think that was absolutely worth it. And this is gonna, if anything, this is going to be more worth it. It's really, really, really good.
There are some games which really are like this is a lot to take in.
Which shouldn't be a bad thing. Like,
I hate no, it is a bad thing if it's handled poorly.
oh yeah, I guess so.
Like it actually is such a turn off to just give you everything at once.
It's like anything. It's like a movie. If they just throw exposition at you at the beginning, you've got to remember all the stuff. It's like, I don't know what's happening.
It is a fun fact.
Yeah.
Zero Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
You love that game?
The whole game is basically a tutorial.
Yeah.
In that you literally are on the final boss and they teach you the final part of how to do combat.
Oh really?
It's crazy.
Mm.
But
Especially when it's like, I could have been doing this all along.
it's so much better though, because in that case technically you couldn't do it prior. Because it kind of like it brought everything together.
Yeah. Also, in cases like that, it's like, that isn't the end of the game.
No, there's so much post game.
That's, yeah. I was going to say, I'm not sure, but I assume there is. Yeah, that's the thing. You're kind of, the campaign is kind of preparing you for the post game.
Here's the thing.
I feel like in a Rockstar game, it's preparing you for the multiplayer. Because nowadays, carry on.
Do you have any enthusiasm once you beat the main game to carry on playing?
Yes. I think we've kind of touched on this before. Well, in the sense that I'm like a massive completionist.
Oh, true.
That's where I get that from.
I can be a completionist as long as I don't beat the game.
Fair. I don't get that.
Because I can still play the game. I'm role playing in my head. I am that character.
Yeah.
And if I save the world, and
You
then
don't.
go back in it just for the world's sake, so I like. I don't like it.
I get that. But for me, I just think of it as kind of like an epilogue. Like, this is the continuation of what they did afterwards. I don't think of it as saving the world is the end of the game, basically. I just think.
It depends though, doesn't it? Because
I kind of agree with you. If it's a game where you finish the game and then to continue you reload before the final boss, that really puts me off.
Really puts me off.
It really puts me off. I prefer it if I complete the game and
Especially
then.
if it's like apocalyptic.
Yeah.
It's like I'm only really supposed to carry on the next game and on the verge of an apocalypse.
And then it feels like you're just kind of mooching about when you could be fighting the final boss. Yeah, I prefer it if it's you beat the game and then there's post game, like Mario Odyssey. You beat the game and then you just like get this additional stuff and you can go back and do other things.
I think, although recent games haven't done it very well, Pokemon is the exception.
Mm-hmm.
There's no...
Well, there's not an urgency to save the world.
No. Once you finish the game, the difference is once you beat the game, it takes you to a state that is after that point. Like you're not beamed just before the end.
Yeah.
It just carries on.
To be fair, I can't think of a game I've seen do that in a while.
Witcher 3.
Oh, does that do
That's
that?
not spoilers, is it? It's just kind of...
Well, no, that's not a spoiler. You don't not tell me how the story ends.
It's just kind of like...
Oh, yeah, that's kind of annoying.
However,
Especially a game like that, it wouldn't need to.
there's two things about it though, because it's clear that they made a finished game
Yeah.
and then started working on the expansions.
Okay.
Because the expansions are absolutely 100% supposed to be played after the main game.
Yeah.
And the second expansion strongly hints that it is like canon that it takes place after the game.
Yeah.
But because of the way they made the main game,
Mm.
it doesn't. It technically takes place just before the end of the game.
Yeah.
But it's like they clearly want to make a complete game
Yeah.
with an ending that ends.
I guess I haven't finished it, but I don't get why they couldn't just have the main campaign end and then just be like, you're free to explore the world and finish your side quests and everything else. Like, did they not do that?
The Witcher is okay.
You know what I always think
I'll
of?
spoil it.
Spider-Man 3, I think it was, for the PS2. It was definitely Spider-Man 3, because it was I played it to completion. You finish the game. Right, so the final mission...
It's a movie adaptation.
Yeah, of course. I don't know why I said of course, but yeah, it is. So, just before the final mission, you load up, and then Spider-Man says, MJ needs my help. I have to get to that construction site in exactly that way. And then you finish the game, and then you're like, oh, I have to go back to before the final boss. And it always led you back to that bit. And I remember, because I was a massive completionist.
When that happens, it's kind of like...
Yeah, no, because this was a game where I was like, oh, I'm going to complete all the side missions, collect all the things. So I would always load it back up. And every time I loaded it up, he said that. And it was like, there's a cutscene just before this where like she's been kidnapped by Sandbox, he's holding her hostage. And it's like, I'm off like taking photos of tourists. It just breaks your immersion a bit.
Yeah. It's actually quite awesome. 6 games like that.
Definitely. One of the main reasons I got a PS4 was Last of Us 2, which got delayed. So the other main reason I got a PS4 was Death Stranding, which is coming out in a while, but I wanted to be ready. I wanted to warm my PS4 up, get it nice and ready for Death Stranding. Jamie,
You just got really excited and wanted to buy a PS4. That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I am really, really excited for Death Stranding.
Right.
I think they're being slightly over the top in saying it's like redefining genre and it's its own new genre. It's groundbreaking. It's going to be like a standard stealth action game. Definitely. I don't think it's going to be any new genre that we haven't seen before, especially considering we've seen...
It'll be linear. That's fine.
Exactly. I don't care if it's a game in a genre that I've played before.
Yes.
It looks really cool and it's got really big names in it.
It looks
like
absolutely
Lea
amazing.
Seydoux is a pretty serious actress to be in a video game. You got like Mads Mikkelsen, he's pretty nerdy. Norman Reedus isn't that famous. Guillermo del Toro, I absolutely love. He's in it. He like really wanted to help
really
Hideo Kojima make a new game. I think he was gonna help out a lot on Silent Hill.
It's like a real blockbuster.
It is.
But not
Blockbuster.
bad. Like it's really good. Like it looks incredible.
It's like an artsy blockbuster because Hideo Kojima is insane. You know Black Mirror, the episode Playtest, the crazy Japanese game developer.
Yes.
He was heavily influenced on Hideo Kojima.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they've said that he was.
Yeah.
Part of the intrigue for me is the whole like story behind it.
Yeah.
Like he got fired, his big IPs got taken away.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, screw that, I'm going to go make a game with
Sick game.
Sony, and they're gonna give me loads of funding. That's gonna be amazing.
Well, Konami are absolute idiots. Like they
make terrible business decisions.
Terrible
Okay,
business
maybe
decisions.
not in terms of. They're probably gonna make a lot of money out of mobile games, but in terms of their image for gamers, PC gamers.
Right down.
Yeah.
Konami were. Pardon me.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
how rude! Are we boring
Konami-
him?
I'm very sorry.
Carry on.
Konami was
No.
so many games.
Yeah, they were
But
huge.
predominantly Metal Gear Solid. Like,
Metal Gear Solid Silent Hill.
that one of the best series
Yeah.
in gaming.
Heavily thanks to Hideo Kojima.
It is Hideo Kojima's game. It's not Konami. It's like Konami funded it for him. That's it.
No, that is it. And then it's like, I mean, you know, it's always the way. It's just legal stuff, but it's just you feel like he's been robbed. And then the series has just been ruined.
Yeah. Well, it's gone. I mean, I would hazard a guess that Metal Gear Solid 6 never happens.
I disagree. I think it will happen in some form. Potentially, they're going to reboot Metal Gear Solid. I think they're going to.
I don't think. No. Okay, that it doesn't count. Metal Gear
Okay.
Solid 6 won't happen.
Okay, you're
Metal-
being specific.
Metal Gear Solid could happen.
Yeah,
I cannot.
they're going to try and
possibly-
change it.
There is no way they're making a Metal Gear Solid 6 because it's going to be so much worse, so different in tone to
And
the other ones.
with what fans know, it's going to be a hard sell. However, I could also be entirely wrong in that they might literally focus entirely on arcade machines and mobile games, because that's what's making the company money.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. It's really
They
terrible.
could just stop making games for consoles. But Death Stranding, I'm really excited for. It looks really, really, really weird, and I can't
Yeah.
wait. And it's being treated really well, as is Hideo Kojima. It's so mysterious, and we still don't really know much about it. It looks like the plot is that there's weird rain
Yes.
that makes everything age and die super fast and doesn't affect plastic. You can resurrect through a fetus baby that's attached to like a tub. Mads Mikkelsen raises like oil zombies.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that
so
is.
cool. I am going to get this
It's
thing.
really cool. Yeah.
Can
we both do playthroughs on the channel?
This is my caveat, right? I'm not
Yeah.
pre-ordering it.
I'm not going to pre-order it. I don't think I'll ever pre-order a game.
Oh, I often pre-order games.
Yeah.
I pre-order games that I know are going to be good. And
But how do you know, Jamie?
you do.
Can you see into the future?
I have only ever cancelled 2 pre-orders of games.
What were they?
3. And all 3 of those were good decisions.
Fair.
That was the Hello Games open planet game. What's it called?
Oh,
You know the one.
why am I thinking Skyfall?
I keep thinking Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, Horizon Zero Dawn's supposed to be really good.
I know.
You're thinking of No Man's Sky.
That's it.
Do you know how I remember the name of it?
I know.
I remember the YouTube video I saw called One Man's Lie,
That's really funny.
which was about the
That's
developer
really,
lying
really
about the
funny.
game.
So
Good video, watch
I cancelled that. I cancelled the original Destiny,
That's a good shout.
and I cancelled Watch Dogs. And
I'd say they're all good shouts.
I honestly can tell you now, I've never had a game that I pre-ordered that I've been disappointed with.
Yeah. Okay, No Man's Sky. That's the one I was referring to when I said that's a good shout, because
Yeah.
I was really hyped when I first saw it,
Yeah.
and then got increasingly disappointed. So good
Yeah.
shout. Destiny, I've heard really good and average things about. I know some people who absolutely live and breathe Destiny.
The base Destiny game is an absolute rip-off.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to pre-order it, but if you did pre-order it, I would probably say that wasn't that bad an idea. And Watch Dogs, I never really had a lot of interest in, but I guess I could see why you'd pre-order it when you first saw it released.
Watch Dogs is kind of like this. Here's your next gen.
Yeah.
Here's your big boy. And then what actually happened was, oh, this is a PS3 game that we've up-res to PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it looks nothing like the original trailer.
By the way, cars appear 3 feet in front of you because the draw distance is extremely low.
Yes.
I remember that being an issue with Watch Dogs. It's kind of like Sonic 06, when the release trailer was amazing and like all the original gameplay footage looks really cool. Not even amazing, it just looks way better than the game
Yeah.
released as. What a world. So, yeah.
Watch Dogs 3 is going to be at E3,
Yeah,
and it's going to be in London.
interesting.
That's basically confirmed.
I mean, yeah, none of that would surprise me.
Watch Dogs 2 apparently was really good.
I haven't heard barely anything about Watch Dogs 2.
But apparently it's a very decent game.
Interesting. I probably won't invest.
But what were we talking about?
Death Stranding, basically.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for it.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good.
I think it's going to be good as well.
I don't think I'm going to be disappointed.
Okay.
I'm just really excited to discover what it is.
I'm basically going to pre-order it as soon as the reviews confirm that it is indeed a good game, because
Yeah.
I do think I'm a little bit nervous. Like I honestly don't think it's a guaranteed good game. I actually do think that.
I don't think any game is a guaranteed good game, but I am very confident in this one.
I mean, technically, no, you cannot possibly guarantee a game's good before playing it. But there are some games which it's like, if this game is bad, then I'm going to be
Extremely shocked.
And I can understand why you'd say that for this particular game, for Death Stranding. But for me, it's still a bit of a mystery of the game.
Yeah.
Which is part of the appeal.
Yeah. I mean, it's a new studio, technically.
It's a new studio.
Yeah.
So, is it going to be like a £50 game that's really short?
Yeah. I mean, the thing I think with that is like, I've seen a 9-minute trailer and I don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
So surely the game can't be that short. No. I get the impression it's going to be a really, really long game, but I could be horribly mistaken.
I'd be very surprised if it was a long game.
I mean...
10 hours max. 12 hours, I reckon.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Of just narrative.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I'd buy it if it was that.
Mm.
If it was 5 hours, I wouldn't buy it.
I would consider 10 to 12 hours a really, really long game for what this is.
Oh. Yes, okay. Fine. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That is a really long game for that.
Yeah. But I could be horribly mistaken. Like I said, we know very little about this game. But I'm really excited and I have very high hopes. And I still have many other PS4 games to play if this one's bad anyway.
Yeah. My concern, and this is kind of unfair and unrelated, I guess, but Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes is a thing.
Mm.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Rip-off.
That was
Hideo Kojima.
That was heavily Konami's fault.
Was it?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
The reason he left is because he wanted that game to be completely different. In fact, I think he was fired before that game was released.
Wait, are you talking? You're talking about a different game. You're talking about.
I'm sure it was Ground Zero, or was it the other Metal Gear Solid?
No, you're talking about the Phantom Pain, which is Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain.
That was definitely after he was fired, wasn't it?
Before.
Was that before?
That was his last game with Konami. And then
maybe I am thinking of that
Zeroes
then.
Was a prequel to Phantom Pain, but it was only one mission, and it cost like a lot of money.
Wait, so it came out after Phantom Pain?
Before.
You said it was a prequel.
It was yeah. As in, like it was a. When I say prequel, it wasn't a full game.
You mean it was before?
It was a prequel in that it was a prologue.
Yeah.
A prologue. That's the word.
My understanding of prequel is that it came out afterwards, but it's set before.
That is the definition.
Yeah,
of prequel.
that's fine. That's fine.
Prologue.
That's me being pedantic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
It's weird. It was like a really bizarre game. It was like incredibly good, but it was a single mission and it cost £40.
I mean, I wouldn't be massively surprised if that was to do with Konami, but I don't know enough about it.
No, not why.
And I mean, yeah, a lot of the issue they had with him was he was spending too much money. He had all these big ideas, but I would argue that he would more than make that back if they let him roll with it.
It's a legendary game series.
Which is what Sony seems to be doing. They're just like, do whatever you want.
Death Stranding looks incredible. The whole baby thing on their back, it's so cool. It's so different and weird. Yeah,
it's just like Hideo Kojima personified.
And the famous face is very welcome. You don't often
Yeah,
get that.
I'm not big on like a lot of the time I see like a really famous person in a video game and I'm like, we don't need a famous person. Like,
You need
motion
it, but I think
capturers
it's cool.
are really, really
Yeah,
good at what they
yeah.
do. But I don't know. In this case, it's like these are serious actors. Like these are really cool people to have in a game. They're not just there for the sake of they're a famous person.
Oh yeah.
And they're clearly
Oh, for sure. There's examples of just
putting them there because they're famous.
some famous person in there. It's like,
Yeah.
there's no point.
Yeah, it's when you get people who are clearly passionate about what they're doing, even though they're like arguably above it. I think Gary Oldman would be a good example. Gary Oldman is in a ton of games,
Yeah.
and like he doesn't need to be in games.
No.
But he clearly just loves doing it. Probably also for the money, but
I think Death Stranding is actually quite important.
yeah,
I think it's important because you've got these proper, serious actors
Yeah.
in it, and that actually is showing that you're elevating gaming as a medium
yeah, definitely.
beyond. Because films, you make an arty film, it's like that's art. You make an arty game, and a lot of people be like,
This is really bizarre to me because I wanted to get onto this afterwards, but I didn't want to say anything because I had more to say. But before we move on to this, because I definitely want to, I want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
One, I don't want to suggest that motion capturers aren't serious actors or really good at what they do, because some of them are absolutely incredible. And
you have to say, I let that one slide. I was like,
Yeah.
I think they're pretty serious.
no, yeah, they're pretty. Some of them are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And two, what I was going to say, the person I was actually most excited to see in this game was Troy Baker, who is a video game motion capture actor.
Is Troy Baker in it?
Yeah, he's one of the top build.
Of course he's in.
He's in every game.
He is in every game.
But Troy Baker is absolutely incredible. Since Bioshock Infinite came out, I guess, however long ago that was, he's been like my idol.
He's been in a lot of different characters.
He's incredible, and he is such a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Like, you can't deny that. He's as good as many film actors. And there's surely many other motion capture, video game, whatever you call them, actors who are as good, if not better than him, who I just don't know
I
about.
wonder how much he paid.
Not enough.
Because when will the day happen where they are treated on a... Because, okay...
It's like the whole Andy
I've got
Serkis Oscar thing.
I've got a double thing going on, right?
Yeah.
I want these people to be recognised,
Yeah.
but I don't want to have a celebrity culture like you get with actors.
Yeah. I want a celebrity culture, but not the same sort of celebrity culture.
Yes.
I want one where it's purely about the arts,
And although
what they do.
I want people to be paid a fair wage
Yeah.
for doing an outstanding piece of work, I don't like the idea of having some actor come into a game and it's like, you want me? You pay me $1 million
Well, again,
an hour.
it's the whole...
Whoa, and suddenly, is that going to be reflected in the cost of the game? You bet it is.
Again, it's the whole having them for the sake of them being famous. Like, you don't want that. You want people who are there because they're passionate about it and going to do a good job.
Yeah.
I guess you get that in any area of work. But yeah, it's... Yeah, you know, that's reminiscent of the whole Andy Serkis getting nominated for an Oscar for playing Caesar thing. Like,
Yeah, which is pretty sick.
you know, I personally think he should have, because he played an ape really well. Like,
Just because
Caesar's an amazing character.
people don't quite understand how
People
how
don't understand what
involved-
goes into it.
How involved you have to be. Like, he was running around like an ape. I'm sorry.
It sounds ridiculous, but it's
it wasn't
like
his face put onto a 3D. He was running around like an ape.
he had little pogo sticks on his arm and was running around like an ape. No, it's
That's more effort than a lot of actors you get.
every
Oscars.
movement he did, and yeah, it's the effort, it's the acting like an ape, and it's the being an empathetic character that I love and relate to.
Yeah.
That is an ape. Like,
Yeah.
this is really good stuff, and it's well acted and emotional. Like, and it's the same in video games. The animation obviously heavily goes into
Yeah.
this. It's Death Stranding. The characters look ridiculous.
Yeah.
I sent them to several people because I'm obsessed with this game.
Yeah.
Like, look at all the famous people that are in this, and they were like, "Wait, are those aren't pictures of the actors. Those are renderings of the characters.
It's so good.
Like when VR catches up to the standard of graphics that are in non-VR games, that's when it gets scary.
You say that. We've got a game. Is it called Lost Echo? I think it's called Lost Echo.
Yeah?
Or no, Lone Echo.
Lone Echo. Is that the space one?
Spaceborne.
Yeah, you've told me about that.
They look pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Like they are. The woman that you talk to is not on the same level as Death Stranding.
Yeah. Enough when you're seeing him in a 3D virtual reality environment.
Pretty, from what I can remember, pretty damn realistic.
And that's when you get the oasis.
And it's really funny because you're a robot and you can to move. I've told you about this game. You can move around and drag yourself around.
Yeah.
You can grab her, and it's really funny because you grab her boob, and then she goes, oh, Jack.
And then you feel genuinely
and then I'm really sorry.
This feels real.
I don't know, you always do that in games, don't you? When you're given freedom,
You always grab boobs.
games, you kind of just
No.
try to break it first.
Yeah. The first thing that comes to my head is I can do whatever I want in this game. I'm gonna stand in the fire pit. Oh, I took damage. Who would have thought? No, yeah, it's almost a scary thought, but it's also very exciting. And video game actors. Final topic, shall we say?
I was just about to tell you that's a final topic. These beers are vegan.
That's amazing because I never check beers and I'm supposed to be a vegetarian.
Well, all beers are vegetarian.
Tell no one. Don't they get filtered through fish guts?
You didn't get any meat in it.
I mean, I think a lot of vegetarians still wouldn't drink that.
I mean, you've definitely consumed a lot of isinglass.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's a bit of a funny one.
Yeah, because you're not technically consuming the
It's debatably vegetarian.
Yeah, I guess that's how I justify it.
So on a day-to-day basis, you probably inhale the same amount of...
I guess so. I'm just not very careful vegetarian. I do my best. I think that's all that matters. I'm not an arsehole about it. This isn't gaming related.
Should we end? No.
If you've got an hour and 20 minutes in.
Right, so...
What were you going to say as final topic, and can we compare it to what I was going to say as the final topic?
Yeah, we can do that. What was my final topic going to be?
Can I tell you mine because you can't remember yours? We were kind of edging on it. I was going to talk about video games as an art form.
And I was going to tell you, we've all talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about that in episode 2 or 3.
It's pretty sad.
So Jack will not be ending the podcast on that particular
I
note.
was going to say that Death Stranding is like art and video games should be considered art. And also I've been playing What Remains of Edith Finch and that game is art as well. And it should be art.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. So we're going to end this podcast on a fun fact. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Jamie's sleepy. Can we end every video on a fun fact?
Before I give you a fun fact, I would really appreciate it. I would appreciate it more, but me and Jack appreciate it if you'd subscribe.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't appreciate that at all.
If you could like and comment on this video, the comments make it all worth it.
Yeah, I got a nice comment on a video the other day, and now I filmed 18 videos.
Yep. It really helps a lot.
Slight hyperbole.
So if you did enjoy that, I mean, you must have done. If you've gotten this far, you would have enjoyed it.
You got through vegetarianism.
So
you got through rambles and repeatings.
Basically, we are Openly Beta. I love you, and we're signing out. And I need to think of a fun fact.
Your hair has been horribly all over the place the whole time, and I flattened it down on the last minute, and everyone will be really sad that I didn't do it sooner. Fun fact that I have.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Well, this is a thrilling way of ending a podcast, isn't it?
Jamie. 2 fish. Yeah? There's 2 little fish. They're swimming along. Okay? One of them is called Christian. One of them is called Doug. They're constantly being terrorised by sharks. They're like, this is shit. There's sharks everywhere, we hate it, we don't want sharks anymore. One day, Doug comes across a cod. He swims up to him and he says, hey Doug, I've got magical powers. Doug says, no you don't. Get out of it, don't believe it. The cod says, if you make a wish, I can make it come true. Anything you want. He says, okay, I wish to be a shark, so I won't be scared of sharks anymore. The cod says, that's cool, it's true. Clicks his things, snaps his fins. Doug wakes up the next morning, he is a shark. He cannot believe his luck. He's overwhelmed. He swims up to Christian and he says, look, I'm a shark. And then Christian swims away, swims into his little cave, and he says, I'm having none of this, you're going to eat me. And he's like, no, it's me, it's Doug. I'm not going to eat you, I'm a good shark. And he says, no, get out of here. You're a shark, you're going to eat me. I'm not falling for it. But Doug swims away, lives out his life as a shark for a few months. And he's like, it's pretty good. I'm eating other fish, not scared of anyone. Everyone's scared of me. What a life. He's loving it. But then, more time passes. He gets pretty sad. He gets pretty lonely. No one else loves him as a shark. Everyone's scared of him. So, he decides, I'm going to find the cod again. I'm going to become a normal fish, and I'm going to go and be friends with Christian again. So, he finds the cod, manages to find him somehow, fill in the blanks. And he says, look, I'm not happy anymore. I wish to be a normal fish again, whatever fish breed he is. Cod says, go on then. Wakes up the next morning, he's a normal fish. He swims back to Christian's cave. And he says, Christian, come out, it's me, Doug. I'm a normal fish again, I'm not a shark anymore. Christian says, no way, you get out of here. I know you're a shark and you're going to eat me, I'm not falling for that. You get out of here. And he says, no, wait, I found cod. I'm a prawn again, Christian.
As in, born again?
Born again Christian. He found God. But he didn't, he found cod.
I really enjoyed the story.
Yeah?
What's the punchline? Did the punchline live up to my expectations?
Yeah?
I'm not sure, Jack.
It did. We are openly beat right.